Hi everyone, we did it. This wasn't easy to coordinate. I wanted to try to, without pressure, encapsulate, even though we're in the front yard and it's nighttime. So ideally, this would have been better, quote unquote better, just more visually, less technical orchestrating to capture this during daylight. And it's nighttime, and I wanted to capture it as soon as possible. One, because it's magical, and it has its own time deadline because the bananas, I wanted them to show. We already ate one today. I think we've picked two already. So I wanted to show it before we start eating from it and really share this moment and encapsulate it. These are cuadrados. They're really pretty amazing. Um, and um, and I'm gonna be planting some blue bananas and some prayer hand bananas, and these are also equally amazing. I'm gonna pick one right now so that you can see. Okay, look at this. Look at this beautiful. This is a beautiful banana that I'm gonna put into perspective. I'm gonna put into perspective. This is. Okay, let's stay with the magic. And right here behind, I throw the peels. Here is really like special offering for you to share in. So here, t'as pas besoin les deux lumières. And we could do the food prayer. Om Brahma Panam Brahma Havir Brahmagno Brahmana Hutam Brahme Vate Vaguntavya Brahma Karma Samadhina Om Shanti 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 Om Asatoma Satkamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mritormya Mritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om Om Amriteshwariye Namaha Om I am you are me Namaha. So this is the blessed food that you can eat energetically because we are energy. The food is energy, and where you put your energy is where you actually are. So of course you can be here experiencing this magic when it's your time. It's super creamy, super beautiful, super blessed. And I'm gonna here to put this into perspective. That's what I was saying. If I turn the camera around, this is the front part. This is where we just filmed, where the altar is. That's the front place. And the big announcement is that the new Dominion has grown officially. So the second land piece has now legally been verified and finalized. So it was emerging. So it's the two that you've already seen in the videos. The 2 studios with a separate garden, there's also a garden in front. The 2 studios with the separate bodega and the separate kitchen that are right behind, right behind the main beach house, or the beach cabina, garden house with the magic garden in the pond. And so we've expanded. I paid for it more than 9 months ago in full, and we're in the Caribbean, so it wasn't easy to clean the legal aspects. And finally, after more than 9 months, I don't even know, but it's in the conversations, that I'm going to record one day, when I finally took that leap and really took an amazing leap to make that happen, and that now it can be announced because it's concrete and finalized. So we're gonna probably go back there in the next video and honor the new space. So let's bring in some of this in here, of the actual conversations with God. This is a continuation of what I wrote on Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. And so it ended by saying, and you are right, he is not emotionally stable, so it is important that you deal with him in a way that keeps this in mind. And so what I asked in episode 436 is, how can I keep this in mind? Is there anything else that I should know? And so the answer I got was yes. Know that everyone is sensitive to feeling judged. But when someone is not emotionally strong, they are especially vulnerable to this. They will take things personal much quicker, and then will attack even with more vengeance. This is to protect themselves, but mostly to mask the feeling that they are feeling underneath it all. Underneath there is there is really a lot pain and a lot of suffering. This too is very synchronistic. The play with the word lot that happened before. So it didn't, to emphasize that, God didn't write underneath this, there is really a lot of pain, but there is a lot pain. Wow. So there's something that's emphasizing a new lot, like lot of land. Wow, this is trippy. Okay, I'm gonna, without announcing, because it's as though having expanded the New Dominion is not incredible news. Legally, that came through about 2 weeks ago. And then only a few days later, some other magical, even more insane quantum leap magical opportunity is emerging. So this is actually speaking as though it's referring to that. So it's, I'm being mind blown right now. Well, I kind of often am, but it's happening. It's not often that I'm being recorded in the actual moment that I'm being mind blown. And this is what happens when someone does not sense support from their mother, as you never did. So be grateful for how strong you always stayed. You closed up and became very private, but you never attacked yourself and others in order to mask your feelings of aloneness. This is because you always knew. You knew that this was not reality with a capital R. You knew that this was not your doing. You always knew the cause of your pain, and you didn't judge yourself for it. And for this, you were able to not judge others as well. Know that humans will judge others to the degree that they judge themselves. Know that most humans judge themselves a lot more than you are even familiar with during this lifetime. And so, of course, you will be judged by others more than you are familiar with. This is what you always sensed. And this is why you always kept so low-key and even private. But know that the more private you stay, the less support you receive. Oh, I didn't write receive, it's revive. The C is written as a typo, quote unquote. So let's read that as, know that the more private you stay, the less support you revive. Wow. The less support you actually activate and live into your life. Which is not, we're not really receiving anything. There's nothing external. We're just activating what's already there. And so, of course, you will be judged. This is what you always sensed. Where was I? But know that the more private you stay, the less support you revive. And so this has been quite the vicious cycle for you. You have managed to spare yourself from feeling a lot of judgment, but this has come at the expense of also not feeling a lot of support. It was a pretty good strategy. Not easy, but it has taken you where you are now. Now you are so strong that it no longer really matters for you either way. Now that you are in Costa Rica, you have opened up to support in ways that you could not even have imagined even just 6 months ago. So of course, from time to time, you will also feel not supported and judged. It is easy to forget when you are living in a state that you currently are. Not everyone is feeling the magic, capital M, all the time. And know that most others are still continuing to judge themselves, even though they too are healing and feeling every day that they are in the field of magic with a capital M. Why else do you think that magic, capital M, exists? Blue magic is your ultimate healer. Healing while on this blue planet so that you can return to love. So do not expect to be judged, but know that others are judging themselves as they slowly are also healing. You just focus on your own healing by continuing to feel the magic and continuing to be grateful for it all, capital I, capital A. You continue to focus on your healing by continuing to open up to even more support than you ever have. You continue to focus on your healing by opening up to receiving even more money and more abundance than you ever have. And in those rare moments when you are feeling judged by others and even by yourself, just stay calm and clean, knowing that you are more loved and more supported and will continue to be more than you can imagine in this moment. I know that you know. I know that you are feeling it. And I know that you are even expecting it. Expect this during these moments that you are feeling judged. Focus on how much magic and wonder, capital M and W. Focus on, so when I'm feeling, this is pretty amazing advice, in the moments when I'm feeling judged, even though it doesn't happen so often, relatively speaking, even expect this during those moments that you are feeling judged. Focus on how much magic and wonder you have created all around you. But even more powerful and transforming for those moments where you feel tested is to focus on your knowing that things and your life in general and in specific is about to get even more magical and even more beautiful and filled with even more support, more joy, and more money than ever before. Let this be your anchoring field of thought and positive expectations during those moments when you are feeling judged. This will help bring the clarity and assuredness to moments when you are feeling judged. Oh, I just looped. This will help bring the clarity and assuredness to makes you. What is that? What is that really? There's multiple layers there. This will help bring the clarity and assuredness to makes you. So to make you. So there's something, an emphasis here. This will help bring the clarity and assuredness to make you soar through the challenging circumstances and literally use them to help create more magic in your life and for all those who enter your field of existence, including those that you feel judged by. And of course, you are noticing that in Costa Rica, and even more specifically in Puerto Viejo, things expand and cycle faster than ever, so expect the transformation that emerges from staying pregnant while feeling judged to also cycle through quickly. Even your experiences of judgments will not only be fewer and fewer, they will pass through quicker and quicker, and they will help create more joy and more magic than ever before. So yes, this is all great news for you. Expect magic, even a lot more magic in your near future. And even while you are feeling judged, in those moments, even though you may not be feeling it, you are calling in more support for all aspects of your life. Thankfully, this is not the only way to call in more support, but remember that this is what is also happening when you are feeling challenged and tested. Your life is about to take a new turn for magic, in a new way of turning. You will be very clear about what this means when the turning will begin. Congratulations, you made it happen. This might be the longest video, so I'm not going to say anything else. And I'll see you in the next video, episode 437. Om I am you, you are me. Namaha.